The market in Central Eastern Europe is doing well. In the past, of course, it has been dominated by the Western investors, which during the past few years has revised their investment strategies. They're focusing a bit more on their domestic markets. But this place has been, I would say, taken over by the domestic investors. The side effect of the situation is that there is a massive shortage of the new supply, which is pushing up the rents for the office buildings, which make them also more attractive for the investors.
Thank you very much for being here today. We are here in Paris at the Europe GRI. You mentioned that it's the fourth time that you come here to this large event. This is the largest one that we do here at the GRI Institute. You know, Skanska is a very large organization, huge organization with strong presence in the US as well. But can you explain to someone that's at home watching this interview and maybe in a different country more about your organization and your role in your company?
Yes, this is a great event, and I'm really always excited coming here and looking forward to meet the industry professionals and colleagues, because you can really make some friendship during the intensive days here and the meetings. Yes, I represent Skanska. It's the international company. We are present in 4 geographies. Nordics is our domestic market, 4 countries: Sweden, Norway, Finland, and Denmark. Central Eastern Europe, 4 countries: Poland, Czech Republic, Hungary, and Romania, and United States as one big market. We are, as I mentioned, construction company. We do civil and building projects across all those geographies. But we are also a developer. We develop offices, we develop multifamily projects, we develop student housing, warehouses, retail, like the different type of asset classes, depending on the geography where we are present. And I'm personally responsible for Central Eastern Europe, for leasing and sales, all the go-to-market activities for Skanska.
Very nice. I want to dig into your CEE responsibilities. You probably know the market very well, and I want to talk about that because I know that the conflict between Russia and Ukraine has impacted Poland and so on, have put some international investors on alert mode. Maybe they are back now. How is the activity in real estate market there? Where is the capital coming from? Is it coming from the domestic investors? Are international investors looking back into the region? Can you share with us?
Of course. Yes, I think all the markets have been affected by the Russian aggression towards Ukraine and the war there. Of course, Poland is the NATO member, so we feel safe and we feel protected by the NATO alliance. The market in Central Eastern Europe is doing well. In the past, of course, it has been dominated by the Western investors, which during the past few years has revised their investment strategies. They're focusing a bit more on their domestic markets. But this place has been, I would say, taken over by the domestic investors. Domestic meaning regional investors from the neighboring countries. So we have a lot of Nordic capital inflow. We have a lot of Czech money who are investing across the region. So not usual suspects from the past, but there is a room for the local capital, who is really active at the moment. If you look at the performance of the investment market in the last years, it looks really good, basically among all asset classes.
So you like to think that because of the performance, the international investors would probably be type into the market again, but now with the domestic competition with the local capital, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. We have some examples already that the core investors, which has been, let's say, stepping out from the Central Eastern Europe, let's say, putting their focus again on the market there through different lenses, potentially at the moment, but all the asset classes are in the range of interest of the investors. Of course, the most discussions right now are around the living sector. Among the Europe, we have aging society, so this also is a topic for the Central Eastern Europe.
One market that until a few months ago nobody would touch would be the office market, right? Working from home, COVID, it was terrible. But we have seen numbers in the US showing that more and more fresh money have been made available by the banks to new acquisitions, and things are moving in London and other markets as well. How is the office market performing in the CEE region? Do you see things picking up as well?
So, of course, the hybrid way of work and the concerns with regards if people will be back in the offices or not, what will be the purpose of the office in the future, has been heated up for the last years. Right now, this is embodied, I believe, in the long-term strategy, both of the tenants and the investors. So there's no such a discussions, I would say. The offices are needed. We know that it's proven that the tenants market is doing really well. The side effect of the situation is that there is a massive shortage of the new supply, which is pushing up the rents for the office buildings, which make them also more attractive for the investors. Of course, there is a strong drive for central locations with all the amenities in place, public transportation, ESG-compliant building, developed in a sustainable way, energy efficient. They are key drivers for the great asset from the, let's say, office perspective. And this kind of assets are really attractive both for the investors and for the tenants. So we are signing lots of leases in our portfolio. We're doing quite well across basically all the geographies where we are present, both in Nordics as well as in US. All of our buildings are well leased, and we are putting them to the market and getting the interest from the investors.
Very interesting. Now, a final question. You have been with the GRI for quite some time. Could you share your perspective about the role of the GRI into your day-to-day relationship with other colleagues, how you feel here, your perception about the GRI? Could you share that?
As you mentioned in the beginning, I've been here several times already, and first time when I came here, it was kind of a curiosity what you can get better comparing to the other events you're attending during the year. I think exceptional. You're meeting here really the top executives, people who are engaged in the decision-making process, who are working on the strategies. You can exchange the perspectives. You can reach out to them easily, and you guys are helping very much with the matchmaking, which I'm very grateful for. Thank you for that to you and to the entire team. So this makes this event exceptional. Despite it's growing, every year it's more and more participants. It's still really easy to connect with people. Great panel discussions. We are taking care about this quite well. So I will keep attending.
Thank you very much. Pleasure having you here. Thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you very much.